I'm thankful to have an opportunity to get an opportunity to be the heavyweight champ of the world. And I look forward to it. There's no doubt I'm a winner. I come to win, and there's no doubt about it.
Evander Holyfield, a legend to say the least, dominated the ring for years and beating the best of best in the boxing world. Holyfield had crazy power backed with next-level skill. As an amateur, Evander Holyfield represented the USA in the 1984 Olympics, winning the bronze medal.
Shot right. Down to the end of round one. An excellent round for Holyfield.
Eventually, Holyfield would turn pro and move to cruiserweight and win his first world championship, and gaining the WBA title. Holyfield was the undisputed cruiserweight champion from the late 1980s till the early 1990s. So let's get into the video. 5 times Evander Holyfield shocked the world. Evander Holyfield vs. Alex Stewart 1. Alex Stewart was 24-0 and facing 27-year-old Evander Holyfield. Alex Stewart was also known for being a hard puncher. He was 29 years old heading into the fight. The fight started slow for Stewart. He was unable to get to Holyfield. Round 1, Evander Holyfield was landing hard and left hooks, crosses, up and uppercuts. Round 2, Alex Stewart would start to land hard blows, landing left and right hooks. Alex Stewart was also able to break through Evander Holyfield's defense while being in the clinch. He was able to land multiple hooks. Both fighters in round 3 would exchange heavy blows and work each other in the clinches. In the early rounds, through the exchange of blows to one another, Alex Stewart would get a massive cut on his head that wouldn't stop bleeding. Round 8, Alex Stewart's team would try to stop the bleeding, but it wouldn't stop. Eventually, Alex Stewart would be stopped by the ref, and the ref told an eye physician to look at Stewart's eye. The physician would tell the ref to stop the fight, and Evander Holyfield would win by TKO. Evander Holyfield vs. James Douglas. The following year, after beating Alex Stewart, 28-year-old Evander Holyfield would be facing 30-year-old James Douglas, also known as Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas was 29-4 at the time, and Evander Holyfield was 24-0. Both fighters were known for having another level of power. Both fighters would demonstrate unique boxing skill combined with impressive power. Both fighters had noticeable size differences. Buster was 246 pounds, while Holyfield was 208 pounds. Buster Douglas also had a 5.5-inch reach advantage. Round 1, both fighters would exchange multiple blows. Round 3, Buster Douglas would throw an uppercut that missed. Evander Holyfield would counter with a straight right cross that sent Buster to the canvas.
Mills Lane is not above taking a point. You better watch that. That time by holding Holyfield.
Buster Douglas was unable to get back up, giving Evander Holyfield the win by KO.
Not going to get up. There goes the heavyweight championship of the world. Mills Lane with the count. Holyfield has been named.
Evander Holyfield vs. George Foreman. Evander Holyfield was 29 years old when he faced a 42-year-old George Foreman. Both fighters would be competing for the WBA, WBC, IBF heavyweight titles. Round 1, both fighters would keep distance, but Evander Holyfield would be the lead puncher, dipping in, throwing left and right hooks, then dipping back, out jabbing. The fight was set for 12 rounds, and it went the distance. Evander Holyfield would be announced as the winner by unanimous decision. Evander Holyfield, being the younger fighter, was able to bring more volume, leading to his victory.
Tyson with a performance like tonight. With a left. I don't think he can deny feeling it.
Jerry Roth scores it 117-100. The winner by unanimous decision. And still undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the real deal.
Evander Holyfield vs. Larry Holmes. Evander Holyfield was 29 years old, ready to fight 43-year-old Larry Holmes. The fight was set for 12 rounds. Larry Holmes was 54-3, facing 27-0 Evander Holyfield. Both fighters would be fighting for the WBA, WBC, and IBF heavyweight championships. Round 1, Evander Holyfield would come out explosive, leading with his jab and right crosses. The fight would go all 12 rounds. Evander Holyfield was crowned as the winner, winning by unanimous decision.
It's not applied with a
Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson.
There's no doubt I'm a winner. I come to win, and there's no doubt about it.
It was time Evander Holyfield would finally be fighting the fierce Mike Tyson. Evander Holyfield was 32-3, facing 45-1 Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was 30 years old, while Evander Holyfield was 34 years old. Both fighters were known for being hard punchers, knocking out multiple opponents. Mike Tyson was the favorite in this fight. They would be fighting for the WBA Heavyweight Championship. The fight was set for 12 rounds. Both fighters came out looking to destroy each other. Round 1, both fighters right away would throw numerous punches at each other, and that would be what the rest of the fight would look like. Throwing numerous combinations with very little defense taking place. Round 10, both fighters would throw a right cross. Mike Tyson would miss, but Evander Holyfield would connect. This would stun Mike Tyson, and Evander Holyfield would go on to land multiple punches, but the bell would go off, signaling the end of the round. Mike Tyson was saved by the bell. But it wouldn't be long. As round 11 would come, Evander Holyfield would land multiple right hooks, again stunning Mike Tyson and making him unresponsive to the punches. The ref would step in and end the fight. Evander Holyfield would win by technical knockout.
It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness.
Champion of the world, Evander, the real deal, Holmes.
Evander Holyfield was an impressive boxer, proving time and time again he was a boxing legend. He will go down in history as one of the best heavyweight champions in the world. This was 5 times Evander Holyfield shocked the world. Make sure to like and subscribe to support the channel.